Two Strong Women, Season 1, Episode 16. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 16 of Revolutionary War Rarities, the podcast from the Sons of the American Revolution. My name is Jim Griffith.
And my name is Joe Maples.
Jim, did you know that the Revolutionary War nearly ended just after the signing of the Declaration of Independence? It's true. The largest battle of the Revolution occurred on August the 27th, 1776, and was a disaster for the colonials. It was the Battle of Brooklyn, also referred to as the Battle of Long Island. 40,000 soldiers fought in this battle. 2,200 colonials were killed, and 350 British and Hessians were killed. The result of this battle was a terrible defeat for the colonials and the near capture of a significant percentage of George Washington's remaining troops, approximately 9,000 soldiers who were surrounded on three sides. The remaining side was the East River, so they were basically surrounded on all four sides.
That's right. And the result of the battle was the occupation of New York City port for the remainder of the Revolution by the British. Washington was barely able to evacuate his remaining 9,000 men to Manhattan. Had that not happened, the Revolution would have been over right then and there.
Now, key to saving those 9,000 men were two groups. One was the Maryland 400, and we will be discussing them in a later podcast. Second was John Glover's Marbleheaders, which we have already discussed in a previous podcast. The Maryland 400 attacked the British in order to buy some time for the successful evacuation up the East River by the mariners from Marblehead. So exactly, where was the Battle of Brooklyn and what is there now?
Well, the Battle of Brooklyn obviously occurred in what is now Brooklyn, New York, just across the East River from Manhattan. Sadly, the battlefield was not preserved and is now a completely developed urban landscape. However, there are a few locations that have been marked. The old stone house stands where the Maryland 400 made their final effort to hold back the British and help their comrades escape. The Dongan Oak Monument in Prospect Park lies where Continental troops cut down an enormous tree to slow the British advance. The Prison Ships Martyrs Monument in Fort Greene Park honors all those who suffered and died in miserable captivity after the battle. And finally, the Minerva statue in Greenwood Cemetery atop Battle Hill, the highest point in all of Brooklyn.
The elevation of Battle Hill within Greenwood Cemetery today is 250 feet above sea level, as compared to the elevation of New York City, which is only 33 feet above sea level. Now, in Greenwood Cemetery are buried a lot of famous people, such as Leonard Bernstein, Samuel Morse, and both Nathaniel Currier and James Ives. But early in the 1900s, a gentleman named Charles Higgins purchased 10 plots for a family mausoleum. He decided to also commemorate the Battle of Brooklyn by building an altar to honor those who died there. That altar is where the Minerva statue now sits and is directly in front of the Higgins family mausoleum.
So, Jim, I think it's obvious that the Battle of Brooklyn battlefield was not preserved, but Charles Higgins did what he could in 1920 by building the Minerva altartoliberty statue.
Now, here's the interesting point. Minerva faces directly toward another very strong woman, Lady Liberty. Yep, that's right. The left arm of Minerva is raised toward the Statue of Liberty as if saluting her. So both statues are looking at each other across the New York harbor. And as of today, you can stand at the Minerva statue and see the Statue of Liberty. With the growth of New York City, it remains to be seen how long that will be the case, as there are developers who would like to build taller buildings between those two monuments.
So Minerva, Altar to Liberty, is honoring those who fought and died at the Battle of Brooklyn, the first battle to occur after the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the largest battle fought during the American Revolution. And she is saluting the Statue of Liberty, standing guard in New York Harbor, a symbol for freedom, inspiration, hope, and liberty. These two strong women represent the true ideals of this great nation and that which we all seek every day.
And so it goes. John F. Kennedy was quoted as saying, "Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and success of liberty." Minerva stands on Battle Hill in Brooklyn, New York, representing the fight for liberty and freedom of the American Revolution. She is saluting the Statue of Liberty standing in New York Harbor, representing the fight for freedom, inspiration, hope, and liberty, as well as the abolition of slavery. Two strong women representing all that this country strives to be. To learn more about the Battle of Brooklyn, we recommend you read Barnett Schechter's The Battle for New York, the city at the heart of the American Revolution, available at your local library or wherever books are sold. My name is Jim Griffith.
And my name is Jim Maples, and we thank you for joining us today. And please be sure to join us for the next episode of Revolutionary War Rarities. This has been a production of the National Society, Sons of the American Revolution, www.sar.org.